You know the term combine. The NFL uses it to evaluate the next generation of pro talent. And now Motocross has the same process. It's the Amateur Scouting Moto Combine, this time from Southern California.
My name is John Wessling. I'm here at the Paula 2022 Moto Combine, so getting amateurs ready to go professional. We have great coaches. We've got Brock Glover, Chad Reed, Michael Byrne, Brock Tickle, Swanepoel. It's a good group, experienced group, and we're really just trying to get amateurs ready to go racing pro whenever they're ready. Biggest thing we're teaching them is basically what not to do. It's less about what to do and more what not to do. There's a lot of confusion, whether it's diet, whether it's training, you know, the whole spectrum of like what to do. There's a million things. So we're really just trying to tell them what not to do and pinpoint them into a spot that they can kind of manage themselves. Probably about 102 or 103 by now. I don't know. It's hot. The sun's super potent right now. The track's going to get pretty baked. So these kids have it pretty tough, but I think they can all manage it. And I think with the right guidance, you know, they're all going to suffer, but maybe a little less.
With the guys today, this track has changed a lot from the first and second qualifier. You know, the first one was super deep and muddy. This one, the track was faster. So just try to give the kids a game plan. Just have a plan when you go out there. You know, there's only 10 minutes, so we were just all the coaches were just trying to break down what they need to think of. You know, what the game plan is, how to get clear track, how to optimize their best time out on the track, because there's only 10 minutes from when they take off. So it's literally only 3 or 4 laps. So the goal is to, you know, get them in the right mindset to optimize their time out there.
What's up, Dayton Briggs, out here for the Moto Combine at Fox, and I was going really good, qualified P2 in the first one. On the last lap, I ended up hitting a mud hole going over the bars. Jacked my shoulder up, which I came into it with, it hurt. And now I can't even barely ride at 70%. Still went back out for the second one, ended up like P4 with it hurt. So I was happy with that, but me and my coach kind of just decided it wouldn't be smart to race and risk a further injury from here. Yeah, so I've been hanging out in the classroom and talking to people, meeting some people, and this is definitely a great experience. I love that I got invited to this. And just getting to talk to people so involved in the sport's awesome. I'm pretty new to it, so meeting big names is a really cool experience for me. I would say one thing that I learned the most is like the whole qualifying thing. That's super new to me as an amateur. We don't really get to do that much, so it was really cool going over that with everybody and hearing their different opinions on how to qualify and how important it is to get a good gate pick for a moto, just to get that right gate and get a good start.
Riders get to learn from coaches like Brock Tickle, Brock Glover, Michael Byrne, and here are some notes from Chad Reed.
Well, hopefully there's a bunch of people out there and that'll bring in the lines. Because it looks like it's just sketchy, you can't move around. It's like once you're in a line, it's like you're stuck in that line almost. You know, maybe they go insides and outsides, and so the track should change quite a bit, you know. So be aware of that.
It's still soft.
Yeah. And when you guys take off, you know, from the start all the way to the checkered flag, it doesn't count anyway, you know. So don't be scared to check it out, acknowledge and understand where all the good lines are, and then so that when you go on that next push lap, you kind of know, you know, already make up your mind where you're going to go. Anytime it's deep, because it has traction, it wants to kind of pull the bike down, and so then the bike always rides a little bit deeper, and then when it's deeper, typically that part of the suspension is right where it's ending, right? So it's almost stiffer down there. So if you come and if your bike typically, sometimes your bike will feel just like, it'll almost feel like stiff, but sometimes it might be because it's so soft that it's pulling the bike down into that stiff part. So if you actually go stiffer, then it pulls it back up and then gives you back your nice suspension, you know. I would say the important things to do today is, you know, obviously try to get a good gate pick, but do you know how many total riders there is? Looks like it's lower numbers.
I think 22.
22-ish? Good number.
A nod to Chad's old racing number. After qualifying, the riders have to get ready for motos, where the starts are super critical.
I think last time when Enzo started, I think one of those hard humps like that, he was behind it, so he spun immediately and then he took off. And the inconsistency of that, and then once he got to the front of the gate where it was all super deep disc dirt, I think that inconsistency of like 3 different dirts all in a short period of time kind of threw him for a loop too. Because when he came out, then when he got that, he started wheeling, and then consistently inconsistent. Yeah, that's it. So.
Oh, I hate this scoop. It's the worst tire ever made. Outside of the sand, no one should. I feel like they should be illegal. The tires should be illegal outside of the sand, because then it's just not an option. And I like when it's not an option.
What's this 203, 204 combo on there from Britain?
I've only seen one. They all had it in practice, but right now I only see Noah has it. It was so deep this morning that it'll be interesting to see if it firms up or not. He'll rip a start, but I think either way he's going to rip a start anyway, so I don't know. Wasn't my call.
Yeah, dog. Hey, you actually got a good gate there.
The checkered flag on that 281 machine.
Are you gonna do a practice start?
No, not really.
Okay.
I don't want to.
I want you just in the front. Don't be steady with the throttle so you don't dig it out anymore. Okay. Just make yourself a good line because it looks like Garib is out. I would say Garib, and then
What's wrong with him?
he crashed this morning over there. You know the single before the big jump coming this way. He went over the bars there. I mean, Viney was fastest in both, so. But all these guys ride here for the most part, so. I mean, you've seen these guys ride here. Yeah, they're all pretty good. And last week, Juju was good, but he made a lot of mistakes, but it was due to bike setup stuff, so.
Okay.
So I think today will be a little bit better.
And they're doing 15 plus 2?
Yeah. So about, 18 minutes, 19 minutes.
And we'll have the first 18-minute race right after this. It's time to go. Amateur Scouting Moto Combine presented by U.S. Air Force Special Warfare Division in the heat of California. Young amateur riders all trying to show the industry what they have to be pros in the future. And Noah Viney, how about this? Now, he actually tried the pro race here at Pala earlier in the summer. Ended up crashing in this section. Now he's back into the amateur ranks and leading the field around. I think that's Lux Turner back there in second. Here's Jaden Clough and Slade Varola going at it. They're both on number 45, and that's actually indicative of what this race is. Amateur riders at different levels. Some are intermediates, just getting on to 254 strokes. Some have ridden this type of bike for a year or two, and they're considered expert level riders. So some are a year away from being pros, some are 2 or 3 years. Aiden Kiefer on the Kawasaki making moves. Evan Stice and Julian Baumer right in front of him. Stice on the red machine. And then Baumer on the Yamaha. There is Turner. Well, what happened? Did Turner go down? Did you see a cloud of dust? No, he kept it upright. There is Viney leading. Turner. Alvin Hillen in third of the 99. And he has caught Turner. So we have a battle for second as Viney, originally out of Canada, looking to get away with the lead. And Clough is lurking in fourth on the number 45 Yamaha. So 3 riders going to fight for second. Viney has checked out. Big error. And this could be what Hillen needs to take second. Gets it done. Just not enough of a line on the inside. And then with the wheel spin for Turner, it allows Clough to pull up. What has happened to Baumer here? And a rider down. Baumer's out. That's Slade Varola, who just went end over end. The other number 45. So bring that Stice, Briggs, and Kiefer battle further forward. Now they want a piece of the top 5. Dayton Briggs, he's the rider in the middle of this. He's going to dive down to the inside at a nearby Riverside, California, looking to get Stice. Stice able to hold him off. They open up a little bit of ground on Kiefer. There's Chloe. Well, at one point, Chloe was there putting pressure on second and third, which is Turner and Hillen. Oh, top of the screen. Chloe has gone down. Enzo Temmerman, you got to watch him on the Kawasaki. He's moving forward. And the Briggs and Stice battle that you saw before, Temmerman has joined that, and they all gain a spot because Chloe has gone down. So that's for fourth. Back to your leader, Noah Viney, trained by Ryan Hughes. Now, most riders at this level do have a coach or a trainer, but today they get to work with different coaches specifically for the Moto Combine program. Watch the green machine of Enzo Temmerman. He has moved from nowhere. Did not see him early in this race, and he has made a ton of passes. He can make a bid for the podium before it's over. Got that Briggs and Stice battle. He's down to the inside. Another pass. Gets around Dayton Briggs, and that would be fifth. See if you can get Evan Stice. There's the style of young Noah Viney. Then it's Hillen. And I'm curious to see how the podium works out. Lux Turner hanging in there. Oh, but you can see Temmerman is closing the gap. And now, Temmerman going for third. He's got it. Use that same line that he made some passes earlier to get it done. So that'll move Turner back to fourth. Enzo Temmerman on the Monster Kawasaki Team Green Machine. Can he make a run even for second place? That will be Hillen on the number 99. Backed by Stan Benson, Unwired, and Monster Energy. Those are his sponsors, and Temmerman is coming on strong, and Hillen has gone down. Wow, good to see him immediately back up. Now Trevor Collop has caught up to Hillen now that Hillen is recovered. So impressive recovery. That was a hard crash. Collop coming all the way out of Indiana to race this thing. A lot of the riders we saw starring in last week's Combine, which was in the state of Indiana, did not make the trip out here. Collop wants a piece of it. Oh, he tried to wheelie into that rut and missed. And that's the challenge of these Combines. Pro-level tracks, putting these kids to the test. No problem. Noah Viney dominated here in Moto 1. And we'll get some podium time with him, Temmerman, and Lux Turner, who held on for third. Hillen, good recovery, holding off Stice and Collop. Let's go to the podium with Megawatt Matt Watson.
All right, let's give it up for third place today. Lux Turner, man, oh man. I got to tell you something. You had some different lines out there. Looked like you were working the course.
Yeah, no, I was trying to find lines. A lot of the lines were blown out and they're super loose, so it's super good to find other lines.
Hey, I know it wasn't easy. You're going to go back, going to do a little bit of homework in between motos, but who you want to thank for helping you get up here in this first moto?
My mom and dad, Carson City Motorsports, Fly, Hope, 100%, Air Motoco, Moto Triple X, and everyone else, all my friends and family, thank you.
Great job. Let's hear it for Lux Turner, you guys. Enzo Temmerman, wow, what a race you had today. On the ground, at the very start, you come up from dead last, work your way into the number 2 spot.
Yeah, off the start, it was definitely not good. I was like dead last, and then I just pushed the whole moto, and I came to second.
Great job. Make some noise for second place today, Enzo Temmerman. All right, folks, make some noise. Put your hands together for first place in Moto number 1. Noah Viney. Noah got the whole shot, just started putting in laps and doing work, man.
Yeah, I tried to focus on getting some fast laps down on the first ones, and then once I had like a decent gap, I kind of like tried to ride some consistent laps, and then I think Juju or the other guy went down, and then I had a bigger gap, so I just started cruising.
Pick up anything out there? You had a pretty good lead after lap number 2. Did you pick up any new lines or see anything that you might try in Moto number 2?
Very little lines, like just going up the inside of another rut so I wouldn't have to hit a hook or anything, just nothing to slow down my momentum.
And that's it for Noah Viney. Great job to dominate Moto number 1. And another one awaits. After a bad start earlier today, Enzo Temmerman getting lessons from the coaches for starts.
Like, this is terrible.
Little lump right there, that's where I was.
Yep.
That little lump is what I
I'll
saw.
help you win. This game right here, this kid's in.
I think these two right here.
No, the one right here was.
Burner, you already jinxed me last. Like, you
that's a
stay
perfect
away
day
from
right
it.
there.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah, yeah. You stay away from it. Yeah, the one that has a big hook after it. That's perfect. This is probably, if you tape this thing, I should go get my little golf viewfinder. I used to do that a lot. I'd take my golf rangefinder and I'd stand here and have somebody stand in the corner and I would measure the different spots to see. But I guarantee you this is about as short as you can get to the first corner. So I know you can win this thing, man. 8 laps. Believe in yourself. You've seen the lap times. You know what you're capable of. You had to come through the field and you were still running lap times good enough to win. So.
Good stuff from the 6-time national champion as a pro, Brock Glover. We'll see if Temmerman can get a better start and maybe challenge Noah Viney, who dominated Moto 1. 30-second card is sideways. Let's go racing again here from California. Viney gonna lead the charge into turn 1. Temmerman is there on the left. Much better start. Dayton Briggs is second. Temmerman able to emerge in third. Kiefer there on the 47 is up front. Couldn't quite get that jump, though, from the inside. And Temmerman quickly into the number 2 spot, so it's what we wanted to see. Can he run with Viney? Viney just so clean through those ruts on the outside. So difficult to get the drive over those whoops. 1 lap in the books. Viney working on a 1-1. Let's see if Temmerman, second in Moto 1, can challenge him. If Temmerman wins this Moto, he gets the overall for the day. Dayton Briggs, Julian Balmer, he had his problems in Moto 1. Balmer much better here in Moto 2. Good corner speed on the outside. It's Viney. Let's see the gap. Yeah, he's opening up a little bit over Temmerman. Then it's Briggs and Balmer. Two different battles on this track. Temmerman has now closed it back up on Viney, and he's looking for lines. Again, though, you gotta get out of that corner clean or you'll ruin the entire run through those rollers. Temmerman just able to stay on the track, and he is hanging it out. Now, they always say at these combines, the goal is to just learn, not necessarily focus on the race result, but if you watch these two kids, tell them all you want. They're not going to obey that. They're going for it right now. Now Trevor Collop has caught this battle with Balmer and Briggs. So 3 riders fighting for third. Collop is closing up on Briggs. And the way they prep this track up, they're trying to make it as deep, nasty, gnarly, make the ruts as challenging as possible, and you can see Viney bouncing around in there. Same thing with Temmerman. And it is all designed to give them that experience at the pro level. More like the way the track would form up at the pro races. Great racing today. This battle for third, they just won't quit. Collop trying to get a little closer to maybe make a move on Briggs. And Temmerman not letting Viney go. And in this exchange, Viney opens up a little bit. Another mistake at the bottom of the hill. But now Temmerman closes back up. Lots of lines on this track. And you know they're going to hear from the coaches about this. Look at this. Temmerman now wants to go to the lead on Viney. Gonna run the middle line, and he was smooth through it. And then Viney pulls away a little bit. Boy, he is able to handle pressure well. Young rider, again, originally out of Canada, now lives in California here. And you know, he's put in a lot of laps on this track, and it's a little different today. But that little extra feeling of comfort might help when you're under fire from Temmerman. And there it is. Viney holds on. A great race. Temmerman gave it everything he had, but Noah Viney is going to be the 1-1 dominator here today at Pala. Bummer will win that battle for third. Collop Briggs, top 5. Aiden Kiefer, a good run for 6th. Evan Stice was 7th. Give you the overalls here. Collop will end up 3rd, edging Stice and Turner. Those kids were battling all day long.
Trevor Collop. Trevor, we said your name several times today. You guys had a battle going on, I believe, there mid-pack for a while. Then you separated yourself from them just a bit. How'd that work out?
Yeah, I got off to like a 6th, 7th place start, worked my way into 5th, and then I had a good battle with Dayton, got by him, and then just kind of settled and finished out the race.
That brought you up into the overall, didn't it?
Yeah, I believe it was 3rd overall.
I believe so. Who was your coach?
Brock Glover.
Mr. Six-time. You know what? When you talk about coaches, you talk about a guy with a wealth of experience. Not just one dimension is Brock Glover. So what an experience you had today, I'm sure.
Yeah, he gave me a lot of helpful tips, and I learned a lot this weekend.
Awesome. Great job, Trevor Collop. Come on up, Enzo. Enzo Timmerman went 2-2 today. Made it look kind of easy in that second moto. Didn't look like you were losing a lot of energy. Did it feel that way?
No, definitely not. I was pretty tired at the end.
Well, when you got a little closer to the end, the 2-lap card come out, it almost looked like you picked the pace back up. Did you get a second wind?
Yeah, I gave it a push when I saw the 2-lap card, and I made a few pass attempts, but none of them worked.
And to come out of here with 2nd overall today, you went 2-2. Who was your coach?
Brock Glover.
Learned a lot from him today, I'm sure. What was the most important thing?
Wear light colors and stay cool in between motos.
Great advice from a guy who wore pink one time. And you know what? If you're going to wear pink, you better go out and win that race. And Brock Glover did at the LA Coliseum. Let's hear it for Enzo Timmerman, 2nd place here today. And waiting on our winner, Noah Viney, making his way up on the podium. Noah, looked like you hit every mark. I really didn't see a bobble today. I didn't see a cross rut. I didn't see really any mistakes. Now, did it seem that way behind the helmet?
I made a couple of mistakes, like just small ones, like on the big triple in the middle. I landed off track and almost crashed there, and then right in the front here, I stalled the bike actually, and those are pretty much the only mistakes I made.
I'm going to say I really didn't see those mistakes. As a matter of fact, when it come down to it, throttle control was big today, wasn't it?
Yeah, throttle control is definitely a big thing because it was really good on the start because I had the scoop, but then like some parts on the track I would just slide out a little bit, but I managed.
Yeah, you managed, that's for sure. You come out of here with a win, you have to be.
I want to say there's about 4 that I know of. I believe, obviously, Hayden Deegan, Chance Hymas, Gavin Towers, and Ryder D. You know, Tal and Hawkins as well went pro last weekend. It's funny that they've all gone pro within like 2 weeks of one another. But yeah, no, it's exciting. I mean, seeing them come through the combine and, you know, having some success. You know, Chance and Ryder D last year were a big step above everybody else. Like, it was a big gap. This year, I feel like the combine has got some traction, and a lot more people, you know, it's A and B kids combined. So yeah, no, it's exciting to see those kids. You know, you can kind of tell like the kids that are ready and, you know, where they're at and how they think and just their way of how they go about their prep for the day. Those are the kids that you're like, okay, those kids need to go pro. That's the next step. They need to be challenged in that area. So yeah, no, it's been a fun process seeing those kids, you know, do the combines last year and then, you know, again this year. So, I mean, just as recently as 1 week ago, Chance Hymas went 1-1, and then 1 week later is going to go step up to pro. So it'll be interesting to see where he fits into the pro ranks, you know, considering how he rode in the combine.
And Hymas ended up 20-11 in his 2 motos on Saturday with the pros. As for the amateur day, it was all about Noah Viney. For everyone at Racer TV, thanks for watching.